afternoon, good evening, and good anything. See, welcome to 2025, okay? Welcome to 2025. We have a song to sing.
No, just like the festive season is over. Back to factory setting.
Factory setting.
We are in 2025. You remember when we were in, I think, 2020, you make plans and you tell yourself that 2025 there, I'll do one. You do one?
I'm still on the road. Yeah, I'm in the road. If you run for about 2025, I believe that at the guy in Kota.
Smooth there, no photos.
And one thing is that here, our viewers and subscribers, our loyal fans, God bless you guys.
Just for this few months that we have been on socials, you guys have been amazing.
You've been following us, subscribing, telling you.
We meet you at events, you are nice to us, you talk to us, and it's nice and it's very encouraging.
God bless you guys. But today, don't forget, when we talk about Sona, have you known what is Sona?
Yes, you told me. Should I say the one I know or the one you told me?
The one you know.
Okay. So the one I know is the sauna that, you know sauna? When you go to Kempiski, you want to have a massage after, you want to go there. The one I know, is not the one you told me. So I'm telling you the one I know. Okay, that's the sauna. You sweat, you come off all the toxic things on your skin and stuff like that.
Sweated sauna. Okay. What about the one I told you?
So the one you told me is about the parliament one. State of the Nation address. Yeah.
And State of the Nation address is a mandate, like it's in the constitution. No matter whether if you're the president, as far as you're the president of Ghana, you're supposed to deliver State of the Nation address. You have to talk to the citizen. That's the only mandatory this thing in the constitution that make the president, no matter what you are doing, you have to come and talk to we, the citizens, and let us know the state of the nation, the affairs of the economy, and talk about any other thing else. So, by this particular one, this is Akufo Addo, His Excellency Addo Danquah Addo. Hey, I think that. Nana Addo Danquah Addo.
He has two Addos.
Yeah. So he delivered his last State of the Nation address, and Charlie sparked a lot of controversies. Especially, first of all, one is coming from his own wife. She did something that I won't tell you right now. Yeah. And also the deputy minority leader, that's the MP for LMLA. But before I tell you his name, don't forget, I go by the name Gospel Wilson, and I'm doing this with
Priscilla Banks, and we are in the studios. We'll give you more details after you take a look at the videos. When we come back, we're still watching these trends.
Mr. Speaker, I need to remind you that the people of Ghana have already given their verdict on the true state of the nation. And that verdict was very, very clear. Economic hardship, huge debt overhang, high youth unemployment, hopelessness, and more.
And you are thanking him for this.
We have come to the end of the road for what has been undoubtedly the worst government under the Fourth Republic. Honourable Speaker, this abysmal record was confirmed on December 7th when the people of Ghana returned the most overwhelming and emphatic vote of rejection of any government ever witnessed under the Fourth Republic. Mr. President, you will be remembered as the first president who was cushioned by the IMF when you began, and you are still being cushioned at the end of your term. Mr. President, you left something very important in your account. You left out an account of your promise to God to build him a cathedral. But, Mr. President, Mr. President, I will leave that for you, between you and your God. Mr. President, let me remind His Excellency, Honourable Speaker, that his tenure in office will remain a timely reminder of how not to govern the country. But let me also be quick to assure the good people of Ghana that hope is on its way. In President John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, we can once again glean a brighter future from the throes of despair. Together we will work hard to lift ourselves from this historic low and reclaim our place, our glory as the Black Star of Africa. Once again. Fellow Ghanaians, we are comforted and strengthened by the following words of scripture. And I'm quoting Exodus chapter 14, verse 13. And I quote, "And Moses said unto the people, Fear you not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will show you today. For the Egyptians whom you have seen today, you shall see them no more." Bye-bye, Mr. President. It is finished. With that, Mr. Speaker, I thank you very much.
Hey, Charlie, see, like people get words. People get words. Me, like, what this man, okay, so the man speaking, that's the minority, deputy minority leader. He's called Ama Ofibwa, not Ama. Ama Ofibwa. He's the MP for Elendele constituency in the western region. In the western region of the Republic of Ghana. And see, what do we call? First of all, I want us to put the whole thing into three categories.
Yeah.
Let's speak about the cathedral first.
Okay.
He reminded the president of his promise to God to build him a cathedral. What do you make of that?
So this cathedral issue, let's think of the Genesis.
Yeah.
When His Excellency came in power,
he
said that he made a promise to God. Sorry, when he wins election or when he becomes help him to become a president of the republic, he will build a cathedral to thank God, to honor God's name. Now, we have given you the cathedral started. No foundation, nothing has started. You just dig the pit and then left it.
Even before that, you see the land where the cathedral
was built.
Was
about to.
Yes, or something. You know, a lot of churches used to stay.
Yes,
and they have to break all these things. I know there's a company there as well. They have to demolish all these things and compensate them.
Estate on its own.
And now all that we have is the pit.
The waterfall.
So let's continue.
Yeah. So
you've elevated.
so the cathedral happened. The cathedral didn't happen for 8 years. You know that the cathedral started as soon as he came into power.
Yeah.
I think for like some few months when he came into power and he brought the cathedral idea, we already understand why we should build a cathedral once we have churches who have a lot of capacity that if anything we can go there and worship God. But he said he wants to build cathedral for all of us to go there and worship God. At the end of the day, the cathedral didn't happen.
Yeah. And then you could remember when you went to Parliament, I think one of the state of the nation was when you went to Parliament. It was big with there were this conversation where we're asking him where is he going to use public fund or his personal funds, because that's his personal promise to God, not it's not for the nation. So if that's his personal promise, and you know, a lot of big gurus when it comes to like the Christian, you know, big gurus like Ben Saltabel, Archbishop Duncan Williams, is he Archbishop? I don't know whether is it Bishop Ajinasari. Like notable men of God across the nation. They were all in support of peace, and they became the board of trustees to this cathedral. Then, so when he came to Parliament, people were expecting him to say something, at least say something about the cathedral, whether he's able to finish or okay, maybe the cathedral is in this stage, so we have to do something about it. But then he went mute on it. So that's how come the MP, the minority leader, the deputy minority leader, yes, was reminding him.
I don't know. So what? Like he should also let the president give us what's the way forward for the cathedral?
Yeah.
What
So
would the land be used for? Would he still continue? Because this is personal project.
yeah.
Did he buy the land?
No.
The land is for the
State.
country,
Yeah.
it's for the state.
Yeah.
And he's building a personal project on the state's
On
property.
the state property.
So what happens to the
there are a lot
cathedral?
of deformities when it comes to this particular, and I've heard the oral team, they say they are going to investigate about it. So let's leave it for them and see viewers will update you on this particular story. Now let's go to the Egyptians you see today, you shall see them no more.
It is finished.
If you don't understand, tell you.
It is finished.
Go one side.
See,
what do you make of that statement?
what Honorable said at the parliament again was something we all wanted, we wish we could say.
Yeah.
And he had the chance, he presented the thing, he was spot on, he didn't leave anything out. When he was talking about the thing, he didn't even say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean, he was just saying the thing as it is. Because at the end of the day, His Excellency, President Akpoli came into power for 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
Nothing was done. Last year election should tell you the real state of the nation or of the country.
Yeah.
Nothing was done. Nothing was done in this country. It's true. But at the end of the day, he was all quiet. The Galamsey issue started. He didn't do anything about it.
No.
People got shot. He didn't do anything about it.
That's the Techiman South. I think in the 2020 election, that's what happened.
Ambulances projects, the artwork project.
And even to the extent that to talk about what he did something. Like it escaped my mind, but then during the conversation, and so the man making that comment, the Egyptians you see today shall see them no more.
It's true.
So that comment is he sending that particular comment to the president or to the MPP like us? Because the president is on the ticket of a political party, so for him telling him that
we shall see them no more. It's everybody collect it. Like for now, so if the current president to come into power and he doesn't also do the right thing, we will not see them no more.
No, we will see them no more. Okay, fine, no problem. And also, now let's go to this side. When he said, how not to govern a country, I was like seriously, hey, this one brought free SHS. If not for anything, even though we shouldn't be posting for free, he can't post for free SHS for the whole 8 years. Yeah. But there are other interventions. Even though he decided to collapse a lot of businesses, as in the banks and those things, to render a lot of employed citizens into unemployment, a lot of things. But for him saying that, how not to govern the country, do you believe in that, or do you think that's the right word to use for?
And then did he govern the country?
He did.
How?
I can't tell.
Yes.
Because in his statement, he also reminded him that the true state of the nation, that is SONA, has been delivered or was delivered on the 7th of December 2024, when the people of the nation or when Ghanaians went into the polls to vote. So they vote according to economy, because that was a major topic, economy. And so he is saying that Ghanaians voted to let him understand that this is the true state of the economy, not how he thinks, but how Ghanaians think. So they say how not to govern the country and everything. What do you make of all this?
For me, I feel like he wasn't alone in this.
Yeah.
His
appointees
didn't help him.
And I personally
didn't help him at all, because all the time he wasn't outspoken. He's always quiet. And the vice president was the one who has been doing most of the things. Yes, most of the up and down. So we see the vice president more than the president. Yeah. Assuming that when things were going on in the country and he was spot on talking about it, we know that at least when things were happening, he was saying something. But he was just quiet all throughout. The Galamsey issue happened. He said that he put his presidency on the line. At the end of the day, nothing was done.
But no, if you say nothing, I personally think at first he started something until this 2024 issue came, when our river bodies and stuff were being destroyed and things. That was when he went in mute. And because at the end, I think before 2020, he really fought Galamsey. Yeah, that is
before
best.
2020.
Yeah, before 2020, I think that's 2019 thereabouts. So he did his best. But how not to govern the country? That be the thing we like. And they think I don't really understand. Because how not to govern the country to tell the whole president that the way he ran the affairs of the economy, the state, everything for the past 8 good years it shows how not to govern the country, meaning disaster one. But do you think that is the appointees of the president that didn't help him, or the council of state who serve as an advisory body to the president, or who couldn't help him, or something like last year did?
I feel it's on both parties, because if you're a leader and you don't let your subordinates chip in with your decision, or let them know your decision, then you'll be leading alone.
That will make you an autocratic
leader. So assuming he has an advisory board who has been advising him on things to do to make the cut, he does.
Yeah, they have. So maybe
to make the country better.
He
So we are just thinking. This is just us thinking. So maybe they tell him about it, but he doesn't want to. Or the advisory board too doesn't bring the right advice. So it can be both ways. We can't really say much about it.
Okay.
But if you're a leader and you are not making your subordinates contribute towards what you are doing, and then this will happen. You get into parliament and you see one. I don't want to say. Somebody will just be talking to you just like that. Do you get it?
I see.
Yeah. Because assuming you've done, I don't think this person, when His Excellency, may his soul rest in perfect peace.
Johnny Mans.
No, J.J. Rawlings.
Okay, J.J. Rawlings.
If he was in power and he was leading power, I don't think an honorable from some constituency will just stand in front of him and start saying stuff like this. You get it? Yeah. So if you don't do the right thing, this will happen.
That's what happens.
And it goes hand in hand. We have a saying that if you want to earn respect, you have to respect the other person.
Yeah.
So he has opened the floor for this to happen.
As far as in politics, you have to be open for a lot of things.
So
this will lead us to the next video I'm about to talk about.
Okay.
But before they let our video, let the viewers take a look at the video first.
Sit there and let people speak to you. Yeah, spend car.
So in all, you saw what happened. You saw the first lady there. The first lady was pissed. She's pissed because of the way the deputy minority leader spoke to the president. She's pissed. And you see, but before I make a comment, like, what do you make of this?
For me,
Do you think, okay, first of all, why are you guys like that? Why?
It's not like we are like that.
Are you the president?
you can't speak to somebody's husband just like that, and you feel like the wife should be happy.
Oh.
If it is done backdoor, even when she hears about it, she'll be pissed.
Oh.
But in front of her, she's there, and you are talking to the husband anyhow. No woman will take it.
No woman.
Do you get it?
Really? But was she in the country when her husband was calling formally? Not let's say the newly elected president John Dramani in 2016, when he was still president, when her husband was calling him names, incompetent, calling the whole president, telling him he's incompetent. He used a lot of words on him. Where was she?
She was there.
She finds nothing wrong with that one.
Madam Rebecca is somebody too who has been very quiet.
Yes.
You will not hear a lot from her, apart from her charity works and also opening hospitals and all that. She will not come and say anything.
Yes. Fine. But then you see, this led to this it's making me believe in certain things that I used to hear what people call His Excellency Addo Danquah Addo, an autocratic leader. That the woman knows that is parliament. In democracy, as far as you're in politics, anything if your husband can throw words at anyone at any given time, even to the extent that her husband asked a chief custodians of the land, asked him to stand up and greet him. Did she comment on that? Doesn't she know that the chief has a wife? When her husband was calling the Muhammad names, doesn't she know that Muhammad also has a wife? And they are in parliament, and after the State of the Nation address, yes, the minority side has to speak, the majority side has to speak. You can't tell them what they should see.
You know, the truth is always bitter.
Yeah.
And from her reaction, I'm not surprised she reacted like that. Every woman will do that.
Okay.
Even if the husband is the worst person to be on earth, still she won't allow you to talk to the husband anyhow.
She shouldn't be selective. But
she's not selective.
Why is she attacking the Speaker of Parliament?
She didn't attack. She just said that she will not be there. Yeah, she will not be there for the speaker to speak to the. No, he said that he will be there and be speaking to the husband just like that. So she is going.
Yes.
She's leaving.
So
she didn't say anything.
She's pleased because the speaker was there to and he allowed the deputy minority leader to speak to his her husband like that. So does she want the speaker to get up and stop him or she should shut him? The speaker can never do that.
Okay,
we are practicing democracy. Yes, it is a system. You cannot choose. You can't come to parliament and tell them what you think they should say. And these are grown-up men. These are grown-up men and women. So you can never come there and feel like.
I think the ridicule is just sad that the ridicule has to get to this point, and it's not anybody's fault. It's their fault that they have allowed this to happen.
Yes.
Assuming they did the right thing, they were on their toes to work. Nobody will come and do this stuff with you because you have earned your respect. Sure. But at the end of the day, when you leave stuff like this, what happens?
Okay, so in total, passing the MP's remark and also his wife, His Excellency's wife reaction in total, like what do you make of all this?
For me, I feel like at the end of the day, the state of the nation has been done and has been delivered, and we now know the real state of the nation. As they said, the Egyptians that we see today, we shall see them no more. And at it says now, it is finished. That's it. At the end of the day, we are not hearing about them, we are not seeing them anymore. Till we come and do a recess and upcoming issues will happen. That's where issues will start popping up and we hear about them or see them. So
that will be in 2028, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so till 2028, the Egyptians we see today, I'm not going to see them anymore. These are not my words. These are the words of the LMBele MP. And well, that's what I'm from. I think I'm from LMBele now. Something like that. You are from Kushigu or something. So our viewers, thank you for watching us. Yeah. Thank you for staying with us once again. And also don't forget to subscribe and share. Share the link.
And let's get interactive under the comment section. Let's also know what you think about the videos and what is happening now on social media.
So till we meet again, stay funky and stay blessed. Bye.